Vegas Raiders taking on the New England Patriots. The third of 3 games to finish up this Sunday. We might save the best for last. And off we go here in the wild card round. And he won't quite make it to the 25. So now the Patriots getting set to take over on offense. And a glance here at the man calling the plays under center, their 6'4" quarterback.
And there's really no underestimating or downplaying the incredible regular season he had throwing the football. When you throw for over 5,000 yards, that's a monster season. He's got an offense that's certainly capable of doing damage in the postseason as well. But he also understands that defense tends to win championships in the playoffs. He wants to find a way to set that aside and advance his team.
And he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10.
First down. 1st and 10 at the 39-yard line.
He'll get that complete to Harrison. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. First catch of this wild card game for a 1,000-yard receiver in the regular season. He's got a first down, too.
Let's face it, that what we just saw there, not a surprise, is it? I mean, this is what he does well. And if you don't tackle him as soon as he catches the ball, this is the end result. Big yardage afterwards.
Got the speed, the agility, so good with run after catch. And we're only in the first quarter, so they better get a wrangle and a hold on that quickly.
Yeah, you're exactly right. And what's really difficult to try and defend him is if you want to press him so that you get him on the ground quickly after the catch, a lot of times he'll just run past you at the initial point of contact, and he'll go deep.
Thrown across his body, and it's intercepted. And the Raiders are going to have it here at their own 32-yard line. Nobody ever wants the interception on the opening drive to happen, but when it happens in the playoffs, it feels like it's a bigger deal. What a rough start.
And how about these visitors? The defense just went right on the field and seized momentum, almost like they're saying, okay, no one expects us to win this one. Let's go ahead and give them a shock early. Took the ball from the home team and put them in the hole.
Because this crowd, one of the best in the league, especially this time of year, it's going to be tough to take them out of it, but that's a heck of a start. They'll run for the first time with Ashton Jeanty. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. Here's 2nd and 10. They'll go again with Jeanty. And he'll push ahead for about 3 to the 36.
Well, if you're a football guy, that's a pretty run because everyone is in sync right there. Obviously, the guy carrying the ball, but how about the people up front? Leverage, athleticism, they created some nice space for him.
Now it's Goff. He'll get this out to Jeanty. And he is going to have the Raiders first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Now a play fake, and it's gone. And he goes down. It's a Patriot sack. Milton Williams, the defensive tackle, getting in there for a loss of 5.
Tremendous read and reaction by the defensive tackle. And frankly, partner, it's not that often the DTs have that type of easy access back to the quarterback. Never bought the play-action fake.
Goff now looking to throw. He'll drop this underneath for Jeanty. And he'll get up near the 45. They'll spot it at the 44. Now Goff. A hit as he throws there, incomplete.
They're bringing a lot of pressure here already in the first quarter. Already sacked him once. Now they get in there and knock another one away. I think maybe that Tucker rule being gone makes defenses a lot bolder.
Yes, indeed. That time, lucky that the arm is going forward. Incomplete pass. New England's offense set to go. Remember last time out, they threw the interception on their first drive. Good news, their defense backed him up, so it's still 0-0 here as they begin their second possession.
Yeah, and one great way to judge a defense, how do they handle what we call sudden change? When all of a sudden, you know, it goes against their offense and have to run out in the field and try and put out the fire. Give this one great kudos for getting out there and not letting that interception lead to points. Excellent job by them defensively.
Got his man. It's Williams. Here's 3rd and 7.
That's a gain of 3. It's 3rd and 7.
Here's May. Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Jeremy Chin picks it off. And his guys will take over at the 30-yard line.
Well, it doesn't take a whole lot of investigation to figure out why they're still sitting at 0 on the scoreboard, because their quarterback's got to wake up and start reading defense a heck of a lot better after throwing his second interception.
The Vegas offense ready for their next possession. They'll have very good starting field position here after the turnover as they search for the first points of the ball game. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. A give out of the gun to Genty. And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the first down run. He gets maybe 3.
Yeah, I don't know if it's exactly a win-win, but if you're on offense, you'll take that kind of a run, all right? It was kind of stacked up, found a little bit of yardage, and frankly, they're pretty close to staying on schedule on offense. The playbook is still open for the coordinator.
Now a run, and it's out. He put it on the carpet, and it's picked up by the Patriots. A disappointing end of the sequence there. He was starting to turn nothing into something, and then he lost the football.
And sometimes things get lost in the transition. And what I mean by that is you go from being a passer to a runner. And at a certain point, once you cross the line of scrimmage, you're strictly a runner now. There's no more downfield threat. Make sure you take care of the football while you're traversing downfield.
New England trying to get a place on offense. And it's been a miserable start for them offensively, obviously. 2 drives, 2 interceptions.
And this is where you have to know your quarterback and know how you actually have to reach him. Do you do it with a little bit of humor? Maybe you break the ice a little bit like, hey, didn't we practice in that colored jersey all week, not the one that you're throwing it to? Or maybe you have to be stern with him. But whatever it's going to take to get the message, it has to be done. He's putting the game in jeopardy.
On play action, May. And that falls to the ground, incomplete. A nice job of bodying him up defensively. And now it brings up 3rd down.
Brings up 3rd down and 10.
From the shotgun, May with it. And it's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And he's going to be brought down short of the first at about the 31-yard line. So on 4th down, here's Bryce Behringer on to punt for the Patriots. And he'll get this away into the icy winter air. A well-hit ball there. 50 yards on the punt, 3 on the return. And the Raiders will take over now 1st and 10. Here's Las Vegas ready to take the field. We've seen both of these offenses still sort of in that figuring things out phase, but I suspect some action on the scoreboard soon as they start out here 1st and 10. That's complete to his rookie 2nd-round pick. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. Back to throw, Goff. And that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's 2nd down. And right side, they're going to go option here. And he probably should have given that one off as he's going to get hit and taken down behind the line. Going to need a crafty play call here. 14 yards is what they need to try to convert this thing. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Throwing right, and that's complete. And he'll only get this to about the 44 as they stop him short of the line to gain. Cole now on to punt, and he sends this one away. And no return here. Where will they spot it? They say just outside the 20-yard line. New England's offense set to go. And last drive, 3 and out. Still a goose egg on the scoreboard. How do they break that goose egg?
They've got to find a way to get the ball in the hands of their playmakers, get them some space, and try and make a first down and get some momentum going. It's been a struggle for them throughout the game, and that 3 and out on the last possession, that told you just how stalled they are on offense.
So who will step up here? We'll see. They'll throw with May. And incomplete here, so a little razzle-dazzle on that one, but they couldn't hook up, and it's 3rd down.
Brings up 3rd down and 8 yards to go.
To the air, May. And that is incomplete.
How about the show put on by these two defenses in this first half? The fireworks don't have to be just offensively. Neither one of them given an inch, and that's good coverage once again there to force another 4th down.
So they're forced to punt on 4th as this one's away. That's taken on the 25. It'll wind up being a net of 41. 9-yard return, 50 on the punt. And it'll be Raiders football, 1st and 10. Looking to put a drive together. Play action. It's gone. Short throw caught by Bowers. And he'll go out of bounds. It appears right at the 45. From the gun, here's Goff. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. And taking it across midfield and just shy of the 40. That one good for 13 and a Raider first down. We're scoreless after 1. The Raiders with the football here to begin quarter number 2. As they've got it with a 1st and 10. They'll fake the give. Now Goff. And he's going to be sacked. They sack him back right at the midfield stripe. George Karlaftis. It'll go as a loss of about 8 as he gets in there to drop him.
We said it before the game, and I think it's still apparent. If these guys are going to advance in these playoffs, they're going to have to wreak some havoc coming off the edge.
Yeah, wild card round. They told us the wild card could be that defensive pressure. They showed it there. From the 50, it's gone. And a 6-yard gain gets them right around the 43. New England on 3rd down. Just 1 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 11. Here's Goff. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he's got another first down as the tackle's going to be made at the Patriots' 28. Here's Goff. A quick throw there going to be batted away and incomplete. 2nd and 10. Now Goff. He'll find Genty out of the backfield. The 8th play of the drive coming up. It's 3rd and 3. Goff. Out to the flat. That's complete to his running back. And he is going to have the Raiders first down. It won't be by much. He needed 3, and he got 3, barely. But the mark shows first down. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. And they get to him quickly here as he stopped right around the 13.
Now a 2nd and 6.
Out of the gun. Goff. To the end zone, but it's incomplete.
My first thought is surprise because that's one of the better tight ends around, and I've seen him pull in balls like this before. But how about a little credit to the defense forcing that incompletion?
From the gun on 3rd down, Goff. To the end zone, but knocked away and incomplete.
And a lot of being a defender is being able to learn what you can and can't get away with when in man coverage. In this case, he got away with it and helped pop that ball free.
And his kick is right there. It's good. And the Raiders jump out to a 3-0 advantage.
So they're able to end that drive with 3 points in this one-possession ball game. And ideally, you want to end every drive with points. Most quarterbacks would tell you, let's end it with a kick, right? A PAT, that's number 1. Field goal, you'll take. Punts, you really don't want to do that. In this case, they'll take the field goal and get prepared for the rest of the game.
And the Patriots gearing up to go now. This one a little slow to get cooking. Just a 3-0 scoreline as they begin with a 1st and 10. They'll start on the ground with Gibson. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. Solid way to start the drive. 13 yards, picking up the first. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38.
From the gun, here's a run by Gainwell.
And he'll take this ahead for about 4. 2nd down coming up. Someone moved. Flag is out. That's going to be 5 yards.
And that'll drive coaches crazy. You work all week on dealing with loud crowds, on dealing with motion, and then you have a guy jump.
Looking to throw. May. Setting up the screen with Gainwell. He'll get only 3 there, so it leaves him with a 3rd and 7 ahead.
That's a gain of 3. It's 3rd and 7.
Throwing here is May. Throwing quickly there, but it's incomplete. The passing game not in sync here early, and now it's 4th down. Here's Bryce Behringer now.
In punt formation for the Patriots.
He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. And this is going to hit the goal line and continue on into the end zone for a touchback. The Raiders offense ready to go. And last time they got 3 points, but it was a chip shot field goal. And when you go to the sideline after a chip shot field goal, maybe the offense not too happy.
It's a balancing act, isn't it? Because you're exactly right. They're none too pleased that they didn't punch it in for 6 points. But they also have to remember they did put points on the board.
3 points is 3 points.
And in this league, you take points when you can get them. Not easily done.
Up at the 29 now, they'll head to the line. 2nd and a yard.
They'll fake it on the jet sweep, and instead a handoff up the middle.
And he'll get it up to the 33-yard line.
Gain of 4 yards. Las Vegas, first down. A 4-yard pickup.
And he's going to be taken down. Goff is sacked. Harold Landry. Credit him with a sack, and it goes as a loss of 6. Impressive individual effort there. No one was going to stop him around the edge.
Yeah, no doubt about it. And that's why if you play in a 4-3 base and you're a defensive end, that's why you get the big bucks. They count on you to do everything. Defend the run and, of course, get to the quarterback.
Now 3rd down and 7. Goff now to throw. He's going to float this one deep right side. This is caught inside the 15. And he gets this deep into Patriot territory. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
1st and goal, Raiders.
I'll tell you what, this is not going to be a fun discussion at halftime for this defense. They've been absolutely taken advantage of in the first half. And here's another play for big, big yardage.
That's into the hands of Parkinson, the tight end. And the ball situated at the 9, second and goal. To the air again, gone. And this throw incomplete. Well, the defender all over him that time, and it's going to lead to third down.
It's now third and goal.
A shotgun snap for Goff. And he's got his man in stride, complete. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Raider touchdown. Deebo Samuel from 8 yards out. And they are able to add on to their advantage.
That's an old-fashioned death march there, partner. Took them a lot of plays, but, hey, they did the job.
And the defense always preaches getting off the field, making a play, and turning it back over to their own offense. Unable to do so. A long, sustained drive by the offense.
Point after, right down the middle. And the lead grows to 10-0. As the Raider kickoff unit now, as they will send this one away. A lane opens here. He's past the 30. And it'll be an excellent return as he's all the way down inside the 25-yard line.
But whatever the relationship was between the special teams and the offense, it's gotten a heck of a lot closer after a return like that. Special teams just keep setting them up. The offense thinks they'll go out there and knock them down.
New England trying to get a place on offense. Nothing for them yet from an offensive standpoint. Down 10-0 as they come up 1st and 10. Straight ahead, it's Gainwell. And he'll take this inside the 20 and down to the 18. Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8. 2 minutes to play here in this first half of the NFL playoffs. 2nd down and 8. To throw, it's May. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete. Well, good field position to start the drive, but under the gun now here on 3rd and 8.
3rd down and 8 yards to go.
From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. A throw over the middle, caught by Bryant. And the Patriots are going to have 1st and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points. The Raiders going to use one of their timeouts. And they'll be disappointed to have to burn one there after giving up the 1st down. Back to throw. And he's going to be dropped. Back at the 15-yard line. Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game.
Well, there's still time to rectify this situation because the silver lining, they took a sack on 1st and goal. But that close to the goal line, that still definitely hurts.
1st down, a bit of a disaster, and now on 2nd and goal, back even further. Williams, a man in motion right. Here's May. Complete, it's Henry. And he's in. Touchdown, Patriots. Hunter Henry, a 15-yard touchdown grab. And the Patriots have got it back to within a score. So they get their tight end away from the line to the outside, and he works his way in for 6.
Tight ends are not just blockers anymore. I don't know how many more times we need examples, but here's a great one. Gets to the outside, they give him the ball pretty quickly, and they trust him to get those extra yards, and boy, did he come through, bulling his way into the end zone after the nice catch.
The drive summary that time, 5 plays. And it ends with a New England touchdown. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25. The Raider offense going to head out now late in this first half. as they take over with exactly 1 minute to go. They'll start on the ground with Ginty.
Trying to find a lane, but instead he'll get back to the line of scrimmage and no more.
Now a 2nd and 10.
Here's Goff. That's Samuel, caught left side. And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line. Goff now looking to throw. And he is caught. And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds. To throw is Goff.
That's into the hands of his tight end Bowers.
Now the Raiders going to go ahead and use the second of their timeouts, as they'll stop the clock with 24 seconds to go in this first half. Goff now looks to throw.
That's caught by Tucker.
Now the Raiders going to burn their 3rd and final timeout.
So as they talk it over, we step aside. They work now on 2nd and 9.
Again, Goff.
That's to the right sideline, and it falls incomplete.
And they'll need the 39 here for a first. This is 3rd down. Goff.
He'll try and do this himself. And that nearly intercepted. Well, for a guy known for his hands defensively, that's a ball he probably thinks he should have come up with. And instead, it's 4th down.
Here's A.J. Cole now to punt this one away. And the punt goes out of bounds, so no chance to bring it back, and they will spot it at the 24-yard line. And with time running short here, they'll simply take a knee, and that should do it for half number 1.
So halftime now here on Sunday night prime time. Let's get it to Scott Hanson in Orlando with our halftime report.
All right, Brandon, thanks much. Scott Hanson, good to be with you from the Orlando EA Sports Studios with an abridged halftime report. This one shaping up to be a tight one, as evidenced by the scoreboard. Both these teams playing it close to the vest in the first half. What will happen in the second half? Let's find out as we send it back to the stadium and our commentary team, Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth ready for quarter number 3.
Oh, a good-looking return set up here. And a good effort on the return there. Gets him across the 30, up to the 33. The Raider offense ready to go here to start the 3rd quarter. And they've been the better of the two teams through 2 quarters of play, much to the chagrin of this home crowd.
Yeah, this score is a surprise to a lot of folks at home, although not to my dad. He predicted the visitors would win. And maybe to the folks in the stadium. But you know who is not a surprise to, partner? This team with the football. They were very confident coming in.
Here's Goff.
Throws the out route and completes it to Samuel.
And he'll be out of bounds after getting this one across the 40. Here's Goff.
A short throw, and that's hauled in by Mayer.
And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds.
On the give, Ginty.
And it's been like this all night long. Nowhere to run as they stop him behind the line. He'll lose a yard on the play, so now they need 3 yards on 3rd down. From the 50, it's Goff. The Pats are going to get there. Down he goes.
George Karlaftis able to drop him that time for his 2nd sack of the evening.
That's be exactly what they were looking for coming out to start the 3rd quarter. Get a sack, get off the field, get the momentum going in their direction.
Get the ball back to your offense, right? Get that momentum because, hey, this lead is very, very slim. On fourth down, the punt team is on as this is sent away. And a bit of a mistake there. This is well into the end zone for a touchback. So here are the Patriots now. They get ready for their first possession of half number 2. Their defense has done the job. Now it's the offense's turn as they've got it 1st and 10. And they'll begin on the ground with Gainwell. And he's able to plow forward up to about the 29, just shy of the 30. Up at the 29 now, they'll head to the line, 2nd and a yard.
The 29-yard line.
They'll throw with May. Got a man over the middle. It's Williams. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. They run behind center with Gainwell. Trying to run inside, but nothing there. And now a pause. It looks like we have a Patriot injured on the play. We'll get a report when we return to Foxborough. Now 2nd and 9. They'll stay on the ground with Gainwell again. It's a 4-yard pickup there, and it leaves them with 3rd and 5.
I have to think a major focus of the halftime meetings had to be figuring out how to create space for the running game to get operating.
Well, what you pointed out to me at half seems accurate. That line has struggled to sustain blocks.
Yeah, I would agree with that totally. They've got to focus on staying on their double teams at the first level, make sure that block's secured before they slide off and try and chip someone at the second level.
So here's a 1st and 10 now in Raider territory at the 49-yard line. Off the option, he'll try and run with it. The 20. And all the way in. Touchdown, New England. Drake May, 48 yards. And the Patriots have taken the lead here this 3rd quarter. So a very strong first drive in the second half, Charles, as they turn that halftime deficit into a 3rd quarter lead.
And they were pretty purposeful there, weren't they? Measured in their approach. But, boy, they executed awfully well moving the ball down the field.
Extra point splits the uprights. And the lead is now 14-10. The kicking unit out for the Patriots as they send this one away. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28. The Vegas offense ready for their next possession. See if they can put this drive in the end zone, Charles, because it's been a little bit of a rough go at times. They've had to punt the football a ton in this ball game because of stalled-out drives.
So are you saying that you're kind of tired of seeing the punter run out there and do his thing during this game? Is that what you're trying to say?
Well, I mean, I'm okay with it. I have a feeling that this offense, they don't want to see the punter again.
And frankly, the punter doesn't want to run out there anymore himself. He would love to see his offense put together a drive and give his leg a rest.
They'll try and set up the screen to Genty. And he'll get it up near the 35, right at the 34 here. These guys have punted 4 times already, and they're staring at a 5th, barring a conversion here on 3rd down. Now Goff. Hard throw, incomplete.
We're into the second half now. This is an offense that continues to struggle to sustain a drive.
Looks like they're just totally out of sync, whether they're running the ball, passing the ball like we saw there. I don't know. The rhythm seems off. Now on 4th down, on is the punt team sending this one away. And that'll hit at the 5 and go into the end zone for a touchback. And now out come the Patriots. Well, certainly they'd rather have the scenario they had last time out, Charles. Remember, they had the short field. They took it in the end zone. Now this is going to have to be a longer, more sustained drive if they want to get points.
Yeah, a little bit more of a quick strike opportunity last time by where they were on the field, and you're exactly right about that. But now, backed up a little bit. What's that old expression we love to use? Time to matriculate the ball down the field and try and do it again.
Looking to throw, May. He'll get that complete to Harrison. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. To the air, May.
And he's going to be intercepted for the third time thus far.
Picked off by the linebacker, Eric Kendricks.
Partner, I think this one went awry very simply because he overestimated his arm strength and his ability to fit it anywhere he wants to. A lot of quarterbacks do that and often pay the price.
Here's Las Vegas ready to take the field. And they'll take over here following the interception with good field position and a chance to take the lead with a touchdown. On first down, it's Genty.
And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. Second down. Now it looks like we've got a Raider here, slow to get up. We'll get a report when we return to Foxborough.
Ball on the 30 now. Here's second down and 7.
Now gone. Open man is Samuel, complete. And he'll be out of bounds just inside the 25-yard line. That's a shuffle pass, and it's complete. And he's taken down after a gain of 3 as they move it from the 22 to the 19.
A run out of the gun with Genty.
And it's been like this all night long. Nowhere to run as they stop him behind the line. Goff now to throw.
And that's going to be incomplete.
Fine work by the Patriot D there, and it's fourth down. And his kick is good. And the lead is down to 1 now at 14-13.
So the response to that touchdown on the other side to begin the third quarter. Look, just 3 points, but still a response nonetheless.
You're exactly right about that because I think you needed to answer back with something, even though it's not 6. Just enough to send the message that says, hey, we're not going away.
And he'll be tackled just shy of the 25. New England's offense set to go. So now, Charles, this drive, maybe a touch more important, trying to erase the memory of that interception they had the last time out.
Yeah, and everyone goes through this because even the best in the game, you're going to have games where it just doesn't go right for you, and interceptions result. So, frankly, to me, it's all about how you respond, not just the types of plays that you call, but how you carry yourself, how you show your team that you're still with it, and how you continue to lead.
From the 33, here's second and a yard. A give up the middle to Gibson.
And he'll be brought down right around the 37.
4 yards the pickup, first down. From the shotgun, it's May. Got a man, it's Kayshon Boutte.
And he'll be corralled out across midfield down to the 45. 18 big yards on that one, and a New England first down.
First and 10 at the 45-yard line.
On the handoff, game well.
Credited with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9. 1 quarter remains for the right to survive round 1 here in the AFC. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Back now in Foxborough. And we've got a dandy here. A 1-point game as we begin the 4th.
2nd and 9 from the 44. Throwing here is May. And he's going to drop this one down to Gibson.
And he'll get it inside the 40 to the 39.
That's a gain of 5. Brings up 3rd and 4.
To throw, it's May. He's got his target. That's complete.
And he'll be out of bounds as he gets it down to the 30 there. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Here's May. They'll set up the screen for Gibson. And taking it to the 15-yard line before he's brought down.
Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10.
Again, he'll drop to throw.
Back to Gibson and another catch for him.
The completion, but they go in the wrong direction. A loss of yards, and now they're dealing with a 2nd and long. Back to throw again. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And he's going to be brought down just shy of the 5 at the 6. And that's good for a pickup of 10 yards. And they'll be faced with a 3rd and inches.
Now May on the sneak.
Just a yard, but that's all they needed. And by the slimmest of margins, it'll be 1st and goal.
There may have been a little bit of an element of surprise there. 3rd and inches, and they go quarterback sneak. I still feel like this is a play that often is reserved for 4th down.
And he is in. Touchdown, New England.
Ramondre Stevenson
Taking it in from 4 yards out.
And the Patriots are able to build on to their 4th quarter lead. So, partner, it was a passing game that drove them down the field, but when they get close, they trust that man in the backfield, and he took them home.
And they trust their offensive line as well, because so many of these units, they specialize in either pass protection or run blocking. This group shows its versatility and gets both done on this drive.
Extra point right down the middle. And that will ensure that it will take a touchdown and a 2-point conversion to tie it.
And out a little across the 25 to the 27. The Vegas offense ready for their next possession. If they want to advance in this divisional round, look, obviously the time is now. Trailing here in the 4th as they go to work on a crucial drive, 1st and 10.
First carry now for David Montgomery. Fighting through, and he's got space. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. That one good for 37 yards.
Raider, first down. A gain of 37 yards. First down, Raiders.
He came right off the bench. That's his first carry of the game, and he left an indelible mark on the game.
Did not just bring fresh legs off the bench. He brought a fierce mind as well. He had a lot to prove, didn't he? He thinks he's as good as the guy who's the starter. Wanted to prove it, and boy, did he on that play.
And they're able to get this one past the 30 to the 25-yard line.
It's a gain of 11. It's another Raiders first down.
And right side, they're going to go option here. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. Another nice gain, 16 yards there, and a first down again.
Las Vegas, first down. First and goal at the 9.
Well, he is certainly dangerous when he spots a lane, and he keeps it himself there and worked out well.
And how about the moving parts on a play like this? You know you have to practice it over and over because it's almost like a ballet that has to be choreographed. But how about once he made the decision to go, he committed to it and went. Let's face it, most teams are going to defend the running back much more than the quarterback on that type of a play.
The 6-yard line, the line of scrimmage on 2nd and goal. Goff now looking to throw. This is caught. Touchdown Raiders.
Deebo Samuel with his 2nd touchdown of the night. And the Raiders have a chance to tie things up as they trail by 2 here in the 4th. So part 1 of what they needed is done. They get in the end zone. Now you have to imagine we'll see a try for 2.
And that's what the book says, but defensively, they can't hang their head right here. They've still got a chance to come out with the lead if they make a play.
They'll try and run it in. And he will get into the end zone for 2. And this game now tied here in the 4th. Still time to work with on the clock, but they wanted the tie now, and they got it.
And I love their aggressiveness. Go ahead and get it done. Get the game tied. Now your team has the momentum, and you're staring across the field saying, let's see if you can match us.
And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line. Out comes the New England offense to see what they can do this time. And it's all on the line now, all even in this wild card matchup. Maybe their most important drive of the season coming up right now here, 1st and 10. Open man here, the tight end Henry. And he gets all the way down to the 30-yard line. A big play there for New England. 43 yards.
And the offense is saying to itself right now, if only they were all this easy, because he was wide open. And once he made the catch, plenty of room to work his way downfield. That was a breakdown on the defensive side of the ball, one that they want to fix immediately.
It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4. They'll bring the tight end in motion right. Short pass caught by Henry. The offense on 3rd down tonight, they're at 50%, 4 for 8. Here it's 3rd and 2. Now back to throw. And this is caught. He hits more. And he will have a Patriots 1st down as they convert on 3rd and 3 with a nice gain of 7 yards.
First down. 1st and 10 at the 15-yard line.
Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10. Off the play fake. Here's May. Quick hitter here. It's complete. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Patriot touchdown. A 14-yard touchdown. And the Patriots answer back with a touchdown of their own to break our tie and take the lead here in the 4th.
Well, we know someone just added to his touchdown passing total, but all he did was get the ball out quickly to his tight end and let him take care of business the rest of the way.
Point after, right down the middle. And they will take a 7-point lead. So that drive spanned 5 plays. And it's finished off by a Pats touchdown. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And he takes this near the 25. Just a little pass there. Call it the 26. Here's Las Vegas ready to take the field. They trail by a touchdown here in the 4th quarter. Their season, to be frank, it's on the line right now in this wild card matchup. And obviously points are a must here as they begin 1st and 10. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line. Out of the gun, Goff. Short throw caught by Bowers. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Now it's Goff. Got his man complete over the middle. It's Tucker. 4th quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a 1-score game. So it's Raider football as we get you reset. They come up on a 2nd down now in a game that looks like it's going to go down to the wire. Throwing again is Goff. Tucker hauls it in over the middle.
Now you're right on the edge of field goal range. You've still got time, but get up to the line of scrimmage and get set.
Plenty of time. All 3 timeouts still remain. Here's 1st and 10 now. Short throw caught by Bowers. And he's got this down a yard or 2 shy of the 40 before he's out of bounds.
It's a pickup of 6. Brings up 2nd and 4.
Goff. That's to Bowers once again. The Raiders going to use one of their timeouts as they'll get a chance to talk it over after picking up the first down. Now Goff. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he is out of bounds inside the 30.
The run straight ahead with Genty.
And they'll bring him down at the 18-yard line.
But we always talk about good down and distance, allowing offenses to expand their playbook. Well, 2nd and 2, that means your playbook's wide open. You can run just about anything. But a lot of times, the play caller, he just looks down at his sheet, sees the short yardage runs, and goes to one of those.
Now it's Goff. That is caught inside the 5. Now the Raiders going to go ahead and use the second of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining in the 4th.
Here's 1st and goal. Genty. Oh, he's going absolutely nowhere as he is hit behind the line.
There's no question that coming into this game, this defense is pretty vocal about its desire to take this running back out of his game, and all that pregame whooping has turned into results.
They'll leave it for Montgomery complete. Now the Raiders going to burn their 3rd and final timeout as they get it with 16 seconds remaining on the clock. Goff now to throw. And his ball is caught. It's a touchdown. And now in the final seconds, they're a PAT away from likely getting this thing to overtime.
Yes, sir, that touchdown puts them in striking distance. And let me tell you something, forget being conservative here. Go for it. Go for 2.
Well, going for it on the road. Want to win it right now.
Want to win it right now. Have the momentum. Go ahead and get it done.
Now the extra point try forthcoming. Now the Patriots going to use one of their timeouts. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. The call is to go for 1 and kick the extra point. And we may very well be headed to overtime. So that drive, 12 plays in length.
Both these teams fighting for their playoff lives. All tied, 4th quarter as the kick is away here.
And they will not get a chance to return this one. It's through the back of the end zone for a touchback. New England with a first down as they begin the drive.
And Charles, obviously not much time left. I'm curious to see if there's enough for them to get into field goal range and try to win this thing.
And partner, you and I both know the save calls to kneel and just take it into overtime. But it's also very tough to pass up a chance to win it right now as well. But remember, if you do attempt that, it's got to be a big play downfield. And
he's got a man complete. And did he catch it? He did. A touchdown. One of the most improbable finishes in recent history. They've won it on the final throw. Absolute bedlam. You can forget overtime. What a finish. And this crowd in a frenzy.
As well they should be. That's the type of ending that you actually pay money to see. And when it turns out in your direction, oh yeah, you feel real good about that one. Let's face it, there are a few people who travel to see their team. They're not happy, but overall, this crowd is loving what they just saw.
And losing in this wild card round, you know, they've got something to build on, though, for next year, but I don't know if they want to hear that right now.
Maybe not at the moment, but once they get away from it a little bit and they get to their off-season program, they'll start to talk about that. And I like how you framed it, building blocks, you know, building this program up. And one of my favorite coaches always talks about brick by brick, you build a program.